China is in the final preparation stage of the upcoming G20 summit. Hangzhou in East China will host the event next month. The city is also China's cradle of online business, among them the e-commerce giant Alibaba. CCTV sat down with the founder, Jack Ma, to hear his thoughts on trade and regulation.
You've been a very active promoter of the EWTP, or Electronic World Trade Platform. Some people call it an online version of WTO, the World Trade Organization, because they share similar goals of promoting global trade and fighting protectionism. What is the difference between an organization and a platform?
Organization is is like a treaty agreement. It's an agreement agreed by government, right? It's rules and laws. Platform is to enable it. Okay, now some guys in Brazil wants to sell things to Argentina, and where he can find customers online, how he can transact using money to payment, solve the payment problem, how can he solve the logistic problems, how he can solve the data problems, how can he go through a customer office in an efficient way. You need a platform that can help them, to enable them to do this. So I think this EWTP is essential to the terrible period of the globalization.
At the moment, the world is witnessing rising sentiment of trade protectionism. We have seen Brexit in the UK. We have seen Donald Trump saying that if he's elected as the US president, they may withdraw from the WTO. What do you think the EWTP can bring to the current global economy?
Well, I heard a lot of Americans say that, a lot of big companies say, governments say, well, we don't like the WTO, we don't like TPP, right? So today it's like a WTO is like this group of people, and then the American or the others say, well, we do not benefit a lot, so we want to build up another one. And China was not involved in that, and Russia was not involved in that. So can you imagine that a new agreement of trade that comes up stop the other nation to get involved? It's a trade war. Trade is not supposed to be the war. Trade is the tool to solve the wars. I think WTO is a great idea. Globalization is a great idea, but we cannot, because of WTO and globalization, have problems. And then we say, forget about it. Let's do another thing. We should improve it. So EWTP is a platform for everybody joining. It's a club for everybody joining. It's not a club for certain countries. So I think what he said, I will leave WTO. When you do business with China, you cannot do business with America. When you do America, you cannot do it with China. What the hell is that? So I don't agree with that. This is not the way to solve the problems. This is using this problem to solve another problem. I have an expectation that the G20 and the B20 can solve the problem, or can at least give a right direction for the future.